There is a system, a method to live a content and stable life. A system that allows you to live in peace and experience the calm similar to that gained from meditation. Nobody spends more time with ourselves than we do. We spend every waking minute of every day with ourselves. We want this time to be fulfilling and valuable. It's the relationship that we have with ourselves that determines the quality of our lives. It therefore stands to reason that our relationship with ourselves is the most important relationship that we have. Many books have been written about happiness and how to be happy. The truth is we can't be happy all the time. It's simply not possible. The best we can expect is to live stable and content lives. Kai Cheng's book is based on Eastern philosophies and his own experiences. It conveys a limited number of principles that unite and amalgamate to become one thing, our inner home. When we say two words, all the principles ignite and awaken simultaneously. We don't consider parts of ourselves. We look at ourselves as a whole. The system provides us with emotional and behavioural benefits. We live peaceful lives and feel calmness similar to that experience from meditation. Our inner home is the insular place in which we live. We've been born with the resources to create this home. It doesn't need to be given to us, we already have it. This place gives us freedom and independence. It guides our reality, our truth, and ultimately our world. It's total and complete. It's a wonderful place to be. The book is a short read and it's easy to understand. You can read it again and again. The more frequently you read the book, the sooner you'll experience a transformation. You may use this book as you choose. It carries with it real potential to make your life better by providing you with stability and contentment in any situation if you fully commit to it. You will take control of your life and your destiny. You may simply use it to centre yourself and provide you with perspective as and when required. Download the free audio and ebook from the website below.
Hi, Aldwyn Aldwyn here from Truth Expose TV. Today we're going to be talking about the truth about how to discover contentment and stability in 60 minutes. And we're actually talking with the author of the new book, Total Me, Mr. Kai Cheng. Hello and welcome, Kai.
Hi, how are you going, Aldwyn?
Fantastic. Now, can you elaborate a little bit more about what this book is about?
Yes, it's about creating an inner home for yourself, an insular place where you live and engage with the world, where you live with contentment and stability, and you live in peace and you experience calmness similar to that gained from meditation.
Fantastic. Kai, I understand there's an interesting story as to why you wrote the book and your approach to writing it. Can you share your experience with us, please?
Yes, sure. Initially, it wasn't intended to be a book. I'd been in business for many years, and by the end of 2015, I was suffering from chronic fatigue and chronic burnout, and I couldn't work. So I spent the next 6 months recovering, and that's basically all I could do. And during that 6 months, I entered the process of introspection, and there were times, there were things in my life I wasn't entirely happy with, and I had a good look at myself, and despite having read many books on Eastern philosophies, I hadn't made much progress. So I decided to change my approach and look at myself. Instead of looking at parts of myself, I decided to look at myself as a whole. And what I came up with is 10 principles by which I would live, and this would become my within, my inner home, basically. Then what I did basically is I thought to myself, well, I need to be able to remember these principles all the time. Otherwise, they wouldn't be useful. There would be no traction, basically. So what I decided to do is come up with a method so that I could remember them all the time. So I came up with 2 words that would help me to remember them all the time on demand, basically. And at the end of that, I found that I'd written a short book, and I had circulated it amongst a number of people, and I found that it was well received. So I decided to go ahead and publish the manuscript. And that's what I did basically.
That's a great idea. And Kai, how does the book help you?
Aldwyn, it's an amazing thing. It's an amazing system that I stumbled over. It gives me contentment and stability. It gives me calm. It gives me peace, while allowing me to deal with any situation that I'm confronted with in my life.
That's great. And how do readers benefit from the book?
Well, what readers do is they create an inner home for themselves, an inner place where they engage with the world on their own terms. They discover how to live content and stable lives, and they create a world where they can engage with the outside world on their own terms and determine their own lives and destinies. And the more they read the book, the more they repeat the book, the more repetitive it is, the more it's transformational. So the more the book is read, the more the reader will be transformed. And that's really what it does. It has this transformational effect over time. So the more frequently the reader reads it, the more they will transform.
Wow, very powerful. Kai, your ebook and audio can be downloaded for free from your website, which is totalme.world. Now, a lot of authors sell their books. Why is it that you are offering it for free?
Aldwyn, I've found, I think that you may have also, is that often you buy books online and you don't know, you're uncertain of the value you're getting. There's a short blurb and you're asked to pay for something without really knowing what the value is. And you, in a sense, apprehensive and reluctant to part with your money. So what I decided to do is to give the reader the opportunity to read the entire book and then make a decision if it's of value to them. And if it's of value to them, then they can pay for it. And they can decide what they want to pay for it. There's no set price for it. I fundamentally believe that if people gain value, they get value, then they will pay for it.
Yes.
I think people are sincere, they're honest, and they will pay.
Yes, I agree. I think that's a fantastic idea. Your author name is Kai Cheng. Now, I understand there's a significance to this. Can you explain that, please?
Yes, sure. Kai in Cantonese means to begin. In Mandarin, Cheng means to accomplish or succeed. And my wish is that anyone reading this book that I've written, is that they begin to accomplish and succeed, and they embark on this continuous journey of accomplishment and success.
Kai, do you have any further books in the pipeline?
Aldwyn, no, not at the moment. What I'm doing at the moment is I'm focusing on a multimedia program in support of the book, which has a greater degree or a higher level of transformation for the reader, basically. By way of there's more repetition, it's more audio visual, there's more media to it and that type of thing. So I'm working on that, and I'm also working on a facility where a reader can write their own book, customize it for themselves without losing the important ingredients that make it so important and effective. So that the system itself is not lost, but a reader can have their own book with their own subtitle and their own name, and they can have something that they can hold and touch and read. That's their own manuscript, their own doctrine, their own manifesto, basically. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. That's my focus.
That's awesome. I love that idea, and I wish you every success with the Total Me products. And here's to changing lots of lives with that. I think you really will do that with this book and the products.
Thanks so much, Aldwyn.
Congratulations.
Thanks so much for having me over today.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for being with us. And for anyone watching this, go to totalme.world and get your Total Me products that can really help change your life and others around you.